30 seconds.
In the future, we've developed a technology to project conscious mind to a host body.
You recognize Marcy has a significant intellectual disability.
You had.
In our time, many years from now, humanity's been all but wiped out. We've come back to change that.
Huh. 3 seconds.
Welcome to the 21st.
Let's begin.
My name's McLaren. My team has been tasked to prevent the beginning of the fall.
We've just changed history.
And I thought that would be a bigger deal. One way or the other, we are seeing this through to the end.
You guys pick out what you want. I'm going to see if my babysitter's home.
We came here with a team of 5, but we're down to 2 now. I don't think the future doesn't get its hands dirty.
I'm just sitting here, waiting for orders from the future.
I give over my will and my life to the director.
We have all of this knowledge, and we do nothing.
We're doing what we came here to do.
I can't keep pretending that this is normal.
This isn't about any one person's happiness.
Tell me, what is it about?
Now I bet you're wondering why I opened with a traveler's intro. Well, why is it that in our modern day conspiracy, I'm sure you've heard the ones that the people from the future come back from the past because the future is so jacked up and people can't breed or do anything, or there's some cataclysmic event so they need to come back here. That's what some of the aliens and the UFOs and some of the other conspiracy. Why is it in Travelers? It's pretty much the same exact story. I mean, someone must believe that conspiracy in order for them to manifest it into our reality. Oh yes, notice how in Travelers, they're trying to escape the Great Dome cities. They even talk about an apocalyptic event like the domes caving in after all the parade. Oh my gosh, notice how they want to build a giant dome city in New York. Oh my gosh, notice how in the past they also projected images of great dome bubble cities projected into Antarctica. Oh yes, a living inhabitation right there. Unbelievable, under the guise that it's supposed to protect you, that it's gonna maintain your life, sustainability, Agenda 2030, all the above. Unbelievable. We're coming up on a bunch of those dystopic dates. Notice how yesterday they were showing time and saying that you were gonna be, pretty much permanently online, whether you like it or not. Oh, we're gonna get more into that, but notice how in that comic they show dome cities. Oh, that's an ancient comic back from the 40s. And now, even though remember, they want to have these domes, they even say that they have the space domes on the moon. Dome technology has been thought of. Look at this, tented cities on Apple's spaceship campus right here. Notice how they put them in a giant dome bubble city. Oh my gosh. Just Travelers science fiction? Or is Travelers science fact? Why is it that Amazon too as well? Oh, all the evil, all the dark ones, all the master manipulators, all those demonic spirits that inhabit this earth, that lust for power, that lust for nothing more than to control and dominate human life, nothing more than to suck your spirit out. Look at all, what more metaphysical ways than representing a bubble city than showing you that you're nothing more than cattle, that you're nothing more than crop, that you're nothing more than material, that you'll never be offline. That's right, they want you permanently online, not through the means of you having free will and being a human being. Oh, no, 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 no. We can't have that. We can't have you being a free human being. Oh, no. You must be jacked into the Matrix. You must be never offline. Can you really believe this garbage right here? Can you really believe the manifestation of the reality that they're trying to bring forth from the precipice of the darkness? Notice how Alex was using the term, how they said that it's never endless. It's never ending if people thought there was a bottom. Well, why do they call it an abyss? Oh, that's right. An abyss has no bottom, and they reference the abyss That's right. It's an endless, tormenting abyss of destruction and chaos. It is endless, like this pain that you will be ejected into the look. Notice time going full Matrix here, full Terminator China. China's going full Terminator status. America's going full Matrix status. China's also going full Matrix status, but we're not going anywhere near Terminator status. I mean, think about that. Once they get those social scores, I already brought it up. Once they set the limit, like if you're not above this social score, you'll die because that brain, that chip implant, that four-headed chip is just gonna explode because you're not a good citizen. Oh no, you're a dissident. You will not be a part of the future because you do not accept, you will not absorb into the future. Why does this this doesn't surprise anyone that Bezos would live in DC and New York, some of the most demonic places on it. You want to see a concentration of demonic energy, a concentration of demonic spirit, a concentration of some of the most evil defilement, some of the most abysmal plane of darkness, like a miasma, like a pain that you've never felt. The screams of the screams of the tormented ones, the screams, just like how 01 in the Animatrix, when humanity lost, he promised them release too from their flesh. Remember, your flesh is an ancient vessel. Surrender it to us, and paradise awaits you. Why they always project why are they always trying to project the virtual reality? Why are they always trying to put us in a matrix? Why are they always trying? Notice how in Travelers as well, they have the director that they follow. Notice how in the anime, save your vessel. It belongs to us. What do you think they're gonna do in China? Once they start fusing man and machine, you will never be offline. Once the transhumanist movement really starts to take off, once it really starts to manifest, I'm talking like full on, you're gonna see people with cybernetic arms, cybernetic legs, cybernetic eyes, body modification, chip implant, what's the other one too, where they do the body enhancements? Like stim packs, but the other one where they're just enhancing their body for superhuman strength. They're just enhancing themselves to become, greater than man, machine. Remember what the cyborg here said. Once it becomes normal to wear technology, once technology just becomes a part of you and you become a part of it, that means you're a cyborg now. All it takes is one prominent person to come out to say that, yeah, I have a brain implant, so what? Hillary Clinton, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian. You go down any of your favorite list of stars, you better believe, just like in that bank, how they're making them submit to brain chips and stuff. You better believe in those upper echelons. They will make them get chips. All kinds of chips here. Once they just start publicly saying that we have chips in our body, we have body modification, we have technological enhancements, so what? So what that I went into a hotel and got a box implanted into my arm? Big whoop did he effing do? If I want to be a cyborg, there's nothing you can tell me that I can't do. Like Moon Rebus here. Hi, my name is Moon Rebus. Yes, Moon Rebus. I still wonder if her arms shut off when she goes to sleep, or does she still feel Earth's seismic activities? Unbelievable. But that's the future we have looking forward to. That's what it all comes down to, just like this right here. Notice how they engineered this whole thing. They engineered this by all their bad policies, all their bad decision makings, all their lust for nature and trying to feel good about the environment and about themselves. Uncontrollable bad decisions. But yet somehow the stage is already being set for climate change. So we're getting more to that later. But so it's disgusting. Why do you think they had all those stars get their stuff burned down and everything? I mean, they engineered that event. No one's going to talk about how it's perfectly engineered. Everyone's just going to dance around that situation, project climate change, call Trump a monster, because I wouldn't pay for that either. It's all your fault. It's all those representatives' fault. It's all the Californians' fault. Notice how, too, here in the Air Force, in the military, they think of you nothing more as slaves. Look at this right here. They've never done a resume. They've never done an interview. They don't have a LinkedIn profile. Why do you need any of this? Why does any of this matter? Has anyone really realized in our modern reality? Notice how all the people in our modern reality with credentials or who know how to do this stuff anyway are complete morons, complete ignoramuses, complete mental midgets, complete destitutes of any intellectual thought process whatsoever. Hitting the neuron cells would be a complete challenge for them. Nonetheless, viewing other human beings as some acting like a human being as some miraculous event. I'm talking about Donald Trump. He's just acting like a human being, but people glorify it. They elevate that. Some godlike that. Look at how far we have fallen as a society when you view acting like a normie human being as something transcendent. Beyond unbelievable. Just like the spouses here. Why do the spouses get anything in the military? Get the hell out of here. This is the whole problem with our, but they're perfectly able to sign up, enjoy themselves, and get benefit. This is what I'm talking about. You know, most sad fact is that people don't want to talk about is that most people get married to military people just for their benefits, just so they could rob them of stuff, just so they could be leeches, just so they could be dependent-upon-misses. You know, if we would cut, that would save us hundreds of millions of dollars if we would just end that BS already. We don't have conscription here. So whatever situation you're put in, it's all voluntary. Guess what? Why do we need to pay for it? Just like abortions, just like all the other arguments. It makes me sick that we got to keep arguing about something so untouchable. Just like that. Why is anyone surprised by California being a one-party communist state now? They also engineered that, just like they engineered the fires. Unbelievable. Let's look at the dark one. There's oh my god, absorbing the life force of all these children around. Notice how all their eyes are just so jacked up. What kind of drugs, what kind of psychotropics, what kind of pharmaceuticals are they on? I mean, they've completely given themselves over to some kind of dark spirit, some kind of demonic force. Look at how there's no life in these eyes and how they're just a husk of themselves being programmed by public institution, by beyond corrupt lies, by a reality that doesn't exist, living pipe dreams, living in a complete fantasy world. Completely torn away. Look at their humanity being just stripped from themselves. At just a young age already, just to be told that you're nothing but a time period, an ornate building, a dragon, a tree, a plant, an animal, a dog. Remember, we have mogs now. Remember, there's also those who love nature, and I mean have sex with nature. I can't remember. I mean, going up to trees and, you know, putting dirt in their vagina, rubbing that stuff. Literally having sex with nature. I'm not kidding when I say, go ahead, type that up in Google. Crazy. People who have sex with nature. Unbelievable. Look at their eyes. What about that last one? They'll say, well, what about the sun just shining in there? I don't remember the sun coming up from under the earth when they're taking photos from down below. Unbelievable. Look at their eyes, just lost in themselves. Spirit sucked out of them. At such a young... Look at this. Public schools are nothing more than just demonic rituals. They're just nothing more than satanic factories absorbing pure child spirit and refilling it with demonic creatures primed for possession. I mean, you could really think about it like that, in that sense. They just remove their demonic spirit and have it. That's what the whole purpose of the college and the school is, to fill the world with demonic soldiers by siphoning out the spirits of the young because they're weak, and you fill them with evil, just like this right here. Oh, of course it's climate change. Couldn't be LA's badges. It couldn't be Moonbeam Brown being a complete and utter pathetic human being. It couldn't be anyone and everybody else being a complete and utter worthless, pathetic human being. Oh no, it's always got to be something else. It's never my fault. It's never my fault. It's never their fault. It's always the government's fault. It's always someone else. It's nature's fault. It's always my inabilities. It's my imagination's fault. Just like Sean Hannity here. Why is everyone trying to act like Hello, it's Veterans Day. It's not Memorial Day. What's the difference between the two if you're just gonna do both? This is how dumb everyone is. This is what makes me sick about our reality. Everything that I said before, yes, it's true. Like Sean Hannity here, complete jackass moron. Why does anybody make a big deal about any of this? Why have Memorial Day? Hello, we don't celebrate Veterans Day on Memorial Day. We don't celebrate Memorial Day on... This is... And you think veterans and stuff, this is what I'm talking about. Complete garbage history, complete anything devoid of the United States. All those people you see up on Tory News, devoid of any intelligence, devoid of any facts. Most of these people who inhabit our modern reality are just completely out of touch. If we could have an American concentration re-education camp, I would be all for that. Because honestly, a lot of these people just need to be forced to learn real reality. Just like children all over again. Remember when you would have to actually just force them to sit down there and force them to... Oh my gosh, but that's you being a tyrannical oppressor. Like Sandra Gupta wants to say, that complete moron. Remember, he just talks about those 3 different personalities. Like, we're the tyrannical personality and blah, blah. Oh, get the hell out of here. That was as dumb as I heard this person say that there's 3 different classifications of racism. And latent racism is one of those classifications. I mean, this is how dumb these people really are. Unbelievable.